Hello 2K fans, it's Loshbaum here with another player review, and this time I'm going with Mitch Richmond. As you see, he makes that sweet inside move. He was about to do a floater, but he changed it up to a layup. And when you think about Mitch Richmond, you want to think about jump shooting. Both inside and outside the arc, he is money. I think he has more hot zones than any other player in the game. And that's to be expected because he owns everything inside the arc and then almost all of the real estate outside the arc. As you'll see, this is just a parade of 3-point and long-range, mid-range shots. Some of them are contested, some are off of screens, but he does a really good job of moving around the court. One thing I'll say about Mitch Richmond, he does have an easy to time release, very sweet. However, it seems like this year a higher percentage of his shots don't go in, and while you only see him make shots this year, it's very common to get A+ release ratings with him just because he has such a sweet release. However, you'll find that a lot of those A+ shot ratings, even when they're wide open and uncontested, won't go in. So that's the biggest difference between him last year and this year. But on the plus side, he's much better at finishing around the rim. He can dunk it pretty well this year compared to last year, sometimes in traffic, and the rebounding is also improved. So let's take a look at his player card now. Other things about him that are pretty cool is he's a decent passer and just good all-around player. He's got a pretty good on-ball defense, so he can hang with pretty much anybody. He's not the best ever, but anything in the 80s for defense is fairly reasonable. So go into his player card to look at his ratings. He comes in at a 90 overall with the rest of his Golden State teammates. As you can see, I put catch and shoot, deadeye, and microwave on him. Any of the shooting combinations should work out just fine. Scoring is pretty much going to put him in A's, and then ball handling, inside scoring are B's there, with B+ athleticism. Alright, so here's where it gets good. The shooting: 88 close shot, 95 mid-range, and 87 3-point shot. I mean, that's about as good as you can possibly get. When we look at the shoot-off-dribble, shoot in traffic later, you'll see he is the complete package when it comes to shooting. Standing layup, that's essentially the in-close shot. That's a 91, 90 layup. Dunk's only a 57, but he's got a 91 runner and can do all of the finishing moves around the hoop. So the dribbling and ball security, they're actually pretty decent for a shooting guard. And one thing I like to do, even though he's 6'5", I like to put him at the small forward position just because of his rebounding ability, which we'll get to in a second. 80 ball handling. And if you do that, that makes his dribbling and ball handling skills actually superior for most small forwards. So offensive and defensive rebound of 60. That's significantly higher than most guards. So if he's going up for a ball and he's going against somebody that's small, chances are he's going to win that fight. 81 speed, nothing to get excited about. 92 stamina. One thing about Mitch Richmond is he's never going to be out there doing athletic dunks or anything crazy like that. So the 92 stamina actually lasts about as long as like a 95 plus for some of the other players who are going to be running around a lot more. I mean, he just finds the open spots on the court, sets up shop, and waits for you to pass it to him. Vertical 78, that's actually kind of high. 85 strength, that's huge for a guard. Shoot-off-dribble 95, shoot in traffic 88. I mean, enough said. One thing I think a lot of people don't look too far into the ratings for are the shoot-off-dribble and shoot in traffic stats. And for Mitch Richmond, the two of those, I mean, anything over 80 is great. But, 88 and 95, that's just incredible. So that's why he's got the best shooting stats I think of anybody in the game. Quickness 85, on-ball defense of 80, and then consistency of 91. Just looking at his tendencies real quick, 94 mid-range tendency, got a 87 touch tendency. Guy can switch directions to the hoop. Sometimes put an acrobat on him helps him finish around the rim. Pull-up tendency 91. You'll see him do a lot of that, and he can get people with the pump fakes. Pass-out tendency 70. Post-drive tendency 75. I haven't posted up with him too much, so I can't speak to that. Step-back jumper tendency 95. And that's that. Take a quick look at his hot zones in the practice mode. And this is a eye-watering opportunity here to check out these hot zones. It's just incredible. So go to Golden State here in practice mode. And you'll see that Timmy Hardaway is the top player that comes. I don't know if that's because of alphabetical order, but Chris Mullin, Mitch Richmond, Timmy Hardaway, they formed Run TMC, and that is the offensive firepower the Golden State Warriors had back in the early 90s. Let's take a quick look here. You can see Mitch Richmond built into the game. His 6 skills are going to be shot creator and deadeye. Only 2 of them. Really, even without 6 skills, he's just made a mistake there. Even without 6 skills, he's a pretty capable offensive weapon. Alright, so this is Mitch Richmond. Here we go. Ta-da! Look at all those hot zones. That's just incredible. I mean, you could just see he's on fire pretty much from everywhere you get him on the court. And that's why I like to put microwave on him, because he hits 2 shots. They don't need to be 3s. They go in, and he's money. So as you can see, I'm getting some pretty consistent jumpers going off. There's a mid-range A+. These are all A+ shot ratings. However, not all of them are going in. The first 2 3-point shots I attempted, I missed. That's a very deep 3 that doesn't go in, but you see that's an A shot rating. So the release is easy to time. It's just the probability of it going in isn't quite as high. There's another A+ shot rating, and I think this is on like rookie mode or something. See if you can hit it from the bench. Of course that goes in, but it doesn't count. Just have a little fun with this, shooting some 3s. There's another deep 3. That one goes in and out. Another A+ shot rating. So you can see getting an A+ shot rating with Mitch Richmond is not that difficult. So corner 3, he's going to hit that one. Let's try another one, see if we can do 2 in a row. A+ shot rating. That one goes in. See how far we can take this. Back it up. There we go. A+ shot rating. That one goes in. Seems like he decided he's going to start to make some of these now. Let's try another A+ shot rating. That doesn't go in. Try another. Well, you get the point. Pretty much all of these shots here are A+ shot ratings. It doesn't require a lot of effort to get that rating. I don't know how what the relationship is between that grade and what actually happens in the game. Some people have mentioned if you hold down the release a little bit longer than what you think it should be, and you release it at the top of the arc, that should improve his chances, even though you're getting the A+. As you see, I held that kind of slightly late. That will improve your chances. So other people have had greater success with him than I have had. I actually took him out of my lineup, but he's one of my go-to guys last year. But if he works for you, definitely consider using him. And then also remember, the rebounding and defensive abilities that he has are pretty terrific for a guy that's just a shooter. Most pure shooters don't do those things that well, but he does. So let's take a look at his floater. It's kind of nice. I didn't get a lot of height on that, but you get the point. He's a very good offensive weapon and decent all-around player.